So let's finish up the unit student note packet with questions 9 and 10. This is mainly a review. We're asked, given the transformation from xy to x minus 5, comma, y plus 7, does this represent a reflection or a translation? By the way, you should be able to fill all these in without any trouble at this point, so please go ahead and try to fill them in, and then watch what my answers are going to be. Okay, so this is a translation. And does this represent an isometry? Yes, because translations are isometries. Does the pre-image and the image have the same or opposite orientation? Well, we know from many examples we've done now that translation always gives you the same orientation. And those are the answers to question 9. Now I hope you got those answers. Question number 10 gives us a different transformation. It takes us from x comma y to y comma x. For example, that would be like 3 comma 7 going to 7 comma 3. Okay. Does this represent a reflection or a translation? Well, we encountered this in our reflection portion of our video, and this is indeed a reflection. In fact, we know reflections are isometry, so it is an isometry. And does the pre-image and the image have the same or opposite orientation? Opposite. Okay, because reflections always give you an opposite orientation. So then, what is this a reflection over? I hope you remember that this is a reflection actually over the line y equals x. Okay, we did that before. And just going back to number 9, so we have this translation. Just to test to make sure you remember how to interchange different kinds of notations, how would we use the capital T notation here? What would be the equivalent notation using capital T? See if you can answer that question, and hopefully you came up with negative 5 comma 7. Okay, because what we're saying here is that for this translation, x is, you start with an original point, and the x value is decreased by 5, which means you are moving it to the left by 5, and then the y value is increased by 7, which means you are moving it up by 7, and that's the same thing as translation with the angular bracket negative 5 comma 7. If you have any doubts about either of these, you should work them out to your satisfaction on some graph paper.